Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elma, and today I'm going to be going through my Game Week 2 team selection just to have a feel of how my Game Week 2 team is going to be looking like. But before I get into that, if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, and if you're enjoying the content, make sure you leave a like. We're aiming to get 400 subscribers before the end of the month, and that can only be made possible through your love and support for the channel. So make sure you do those two things, and I really appreciate it. And so without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. So first, before we get into the Game Week 2 side of things, we start starting with the Game Week 1 team review, how my team performed. Managed to score 68 points, which is not what I expected for Game Week 1, but nevertheless, we'll still take it. Managed to beat the overall rank of 3.4 million, which I think is I don't know if everyone is so close together, but I'll expect a little bit more. But all you can do is improve on that. So those are my socials as well. Link down in the description. And that is also the league code, which is still open for some time before I close it. And the link is also down in the description. You can go and check it out. So in goal, he had Flecken with 2 points, conceded 2 goals against Spurs, but had some saves here and there, which managed to give him 2 points. Cash -1. They were totally destroyed by Newcastle. Can't complain. Gabriel did not start. 1 point from him. Estupinan managed to get an assist and also 3 bonus points, so 7 points. Bruno Rashford, very poor, 3 points for the pair of them. Saka managed to get a goal and 3 bonus points, so 10 points. Martinelli managed to get an assist, 5 points. Mbeumo managed to score a goal, 7 points. Then Watkins got an assist, 5 points. And Haaland managed to score 2 goals and collected 3 bonus points for Man City. So 26 points as the captain. Then Turner 2 points, Udogi 1 point, Kabore 1 point, and Mubama did not feature for West Ham, which was surprising, but 0 points for him. So that's the team, 68 points. However, for Game Week 2, we can be able to improve in that. So now let's get into Game Week 2. So for Game Week 2, as you have seen the Game Week 1 team, there is one transfer I'm considering, but I'm not so sure I'm going to be making a transfer for Game Week 2. So I'm looking at doing Watkins to Wissa. I think Watkins did not look very good against against Newcastle, just maybe because they were suffocated a little bit they could not break down the defense of Newcastle. And they're relatively easy fixtures coming up, Everton and Burnley. But again, I'm looking at Wissa, who has slightly better fixtures for against Fulham, Palace and Bournemouth compared to Watkins with Everton, Burnley and Liverpool in that Game Week 4. But and Chelsea in Game Week 6 as well. So that's just something I'm considering. But for now, I think I'm going to stick with Watkins and see how he's going to play against that Everton and Burnley. But Wissa is a strong consideration for me at the moment. So with that being said, we can look at my Game Week 2 team selection right now. So in goal, I'm going to be having Flecken against Fulham. I know Fulham managed to score against Everton, but from what I've seen from the highlights and stuff, apparently Everton had more control of the game. So I'd expect that Brentford can be able to control that game, and maybe Flecken can be able to keep a clean sheet, and Everton is going to be able to do that. Then we have Estupinan against Wolves. Wolves managed to have 23 shots against United, but still could not find a way to score a goal. That just shows why they managed to only score 31 goals last season, and I hope that Estupinan and Brighton can be able to keep a clean sheet against Wolves and bring the clean sheet points. Estupinan maybe can bring us some attacking returns alongside the clean sheet. Then you have Cash. Of course, he cannot do as worse as he did against Newcastle and score a -1 in back-to-back fixtures. So I expect against Everton that he'll be able to keep a clean sheet and maybe get an attacking return. He almost scored against Newcastle, but it was a very bad miss. So I hope that this time can be able to come back with some attacking returns. Then you have Gabriel there. We've just had news about Saudi teams interested in him. So that's something to watch out for and wait for the press conference of Arteta to be able to see what happens with the Gabriel situation. But I think he's going to play for Arsenal in the upcoming fixture because Timber is out at the moment. So I think Gabriel is going to be in that position. But if you see some slight changes, I think it will be time to move him on and if bring the likes of Chilwell or James from Chelsea, who look more nailed on in the team. And then now we can go to the midfielders. They're going to be having Rashford and Bruno from United. They're going to be playing Spurs. And if they played the way they played against Wolves, I don't think we're going to be getting a lot of points from the pair of them anytime soon. So I hope that against Spurs they can be able to change that and maybe perform differently than they did against Wolves. And I hope that they're going to play slightly differently and bring those attacking returns that we want from the pair of them. Then we have Saka and Martinelli from Arsenal. They're going to be playing Crystal Palace, which is supposedly their bogey team because Crystal Palace usually turn into different animals when they're playing against Arsenal. I don't know why, but now Zaha is not there. Eze is still there. Olise might be leaving. So Eze, I think, is a bright spark in Crystal Palace at the moment. But I think Saka and Martinelli are going to perform like they did against Nottingham during the weekend, as Arsenal had a tendency of defeating these small teams in the start of the season. So they're going to do that, and I hope Saka and Martinelli are going to be involved in that. Then we have Mbeumo against Fulham. I hope that he can just be able to score and bring that attacking return like he did against Spurs. Although it was via a penalty, just hope that he can be able to get a penalty again and also be able to score from open play just to build that trust. But I'm sure he's going to perform really, really well against Fulham. And then now we can look at the forwards. We're going to be having Watkins against Everton. Everton conceded a goal against Fulham later on. So I hope that Aston Villa can be able to bounce back from their defeat against Newcastle. I hope that Watkins will be able to step up and produce the same numbers he was producing during pre-season, or else it'll be time to move him on to another cheaper striker because why there's no point of being with an 8 million striker who's not scoring goals while there's 5.5 and 6 million forwards who are scoring better than him. So it's Watkins is one to watch out for and will be able to perform and prove me wrong. Then we have Haaland against Newcastle. Haaland is Haaland, nothing more to say about it. Just hope that he'll be able to score, just not pick up injuries. Newcastle is going to be a tough fixture because Newcastle are good defensively, but I'm sure Haaland will be on the score sheet no matter what, and I will be able to produce. Then the bench, we have Turner against Sheffield, so it's a tough situation between Turner and Flecken. Let me know in the comments who you'd start between Turner and Flecken, and I'll see what to do with that. Then you have Udogie against United. I think United are going to score, so I'm going to have him on the bench. Mbeumo doesn't feature for West Ham. We hope to see what's going to happen with that Chelsea fixture. And then Kabore, Luton do not have a fixture in Game Week 2. It has been postponed, so that's something to watch out for the future. So that's the team for Game Week 2. It looks strong on paper. Hope that it can be able to perform and bring the points that it's supposed to bring. Let me know what your Game Week 2 is looking like. You can ask me questions about Game Week 2 on Instagram, on Twitter, as I've mentioned. Links are down in the description. And with that, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all guys later. Bye-bye.